Hi, I'm Darren from Extra Tech. I'm here today to introduce you to a new product of ours. It's the PITBULL Floor Anchor. So it's a high-end, high-security floor anchor. It flips up like so. Um, that's a 17 to 18 millimeter diameter grade 80 Herc alloy hardened and tempered shackle. So it's very, very solid. The fixings, these are the fixings that are supplied with the kit. This hex drive drives them into the concrete after you've drilled a 10 millimeter hole. The hole is got to be drilled a bit longer, a bit deeper than the length of that fastener, just so that any dust that doesn't come out has got somewhere to go at the bottom. They're driven in with a hex drive impact driver if you've got one, a little impact gun. If you don't have one, you can use just a supplied hex drive with a ratchet. A ratchet socket will do the job quite nicely. It's just sort of like cutting a thread into the concrete. And then when you have tightened them up nice and tight, you take the ball bearings as supplied. They go in the hex of the fastener. You drive them in with a hammer, and then once they're fixed in place, they're not going anywhere. So yeah, that's it there. Good heavy duty shackle, 45 millimeter aperture for a chain to go through. Good solid security. Now the first thing you're going to do is you put a bit of tape on your drill bit just for a depth gauge, and then I'll just start the holes. I won't drill very far, it's a bit noisy on camera, but just hold it down in place. So that's a 10 millimeter hole we'll be drilling, and I'll finish the other holes off camera just so it's not so noisy. We now have it ready in place to be fixed to the ground. So we put our hex drive into our impact driver, if you've got one. If you don't have one, a socket and a ratchet will suffice, or a long series Allen key. You need a long series one because they're quite a lot of torque to get them down. This does it quite easily though. So I'll just fix it down to the ground. It's not quite down yet. Now that's fixed down to the ground nice and tight, that impact driver puts out about, I think it's 150 Newton meters of torque, so it's fairly well torqued to the ground. The next step in the job is to simply put in the ball bearings, and then with a good sized hammer just knock them in. Probably two or three good hits. I'm not going to do that with this one because I want to move it. I don't want it here permanently. It's just for the video purposes. And that is the PITBULL Floor Anchor fitted to the floor. There's only one thing left to do. That is to fit it up to
a chain. So it's just a simple matter of flipping it up, bringing in your chain, put it through here. You want a good solid heavy duty padlock with shackle protection. So when it's locked, it's got the hardly any shackle showing, and then that's it. That's a high security floor anchor. Now, as you can see, that'll take a much heavier chain than that. This is quite a good solid chain, but you get a much heavier chain through there if you want. That's it. Thank you very much for watching.